Angela was a dedicated researcher at the Institute for Hereditary Diseases, and her life's mission had taken on an urgent and deeply personal tone. Her husband, Eric, once her colleague and equal, was now a shadow of the man she married, a victim of a rare degenerative condition that rapidly destroyed muscle tissue and motor functions. The disease had taken from him not only his career, but his independence, mobility, and confidence. Angela had poured every ounce of her energy into developing a revolutionary serum designed to regenerate soft tissue, specifically tendons and ligaments. Her obsession wasn't academic. It was a desperate act of love. She refused to watch Eric waste away. Eric, on the other hand, had quietly accepted the trajectory of his illness. He still loved Angela deeply, but her unyielding dedication to saving him had distanced them emotionally. They no longer spoke the way they used to. The silence between them had grown louder than the illness itself. "You're sacrificing yourself for what? 2 or 3 more years with me?" Eric said gently one evening, watching her fall asleep at the lab bench again. But Angela wouldn't hear it. She was close. She could feel it. And then, finally, the breakthrough came. Angela called Eric, her voice trembling with excitement. The serum was complete. It had passed the final simulations, the last cellular test. She was ready. Eric tried to match her enthusiasm, though something in his voice betrayed his apprehension. He arrived at the lab, now only a visitor rather than a peer. Angela administered the injection with a trembling hand and hopeful heart. "Everything will change now," she whispered, brushing his thinning hair from his forehead. "You'll see." On the ride home, Eric dozed off, the fatigue overtaking him almost immediately. Angela assumed it was a side effect and tucked him into bed that night with a kiss, never imagining it would be the last time she saw her husband as she knew him. The next morning, someone new woke in their bed. The figure who sat up was a young woman, slim, vibrant, glowing with youth. She blinked in confusion, stumbled into the bathroom, and stared at the mirror in disbelief. It was Eric. No, Erica now. The serum had regenerated him from the inside out, but the result was far beyond their expectations. Erica screamed. Angela came running, only to freeze at the sight of the stranger in her husband's pajamas. Recognition slowly dawned as she met Erica's eyes. Still the same eyes. Still Eric. Just transformed. "You did this to me," Erica shouted, voice higher, strained with emotion. "What did you do?" Angela stammered, her scientist's mind racing through calculations and data. The serum was designed to rebuild damaged tissue using embryonic stem templates. It was never supposed to alter gender. But something had gone wrong. Or perhaps, incredibly, right, depending on perspective. Angela tried to comfort Erica, who spent the day in disbelief, alternating between silent stares at the mirror and panicked pacing. That night, Angela stayed beside her, soothing, embracing, offering whatever stability she could. The next day, Angela returned to the lab to pore over her notes. Every formula had been perfect. Every test had shown nothing abnormal. The serum had done what it was meant to, make Eric whole again. But not like this. The gender change had been an unintended and, more troublingly, irreversible side effect. Angela sat down with Erica and told her the truth. There was no going back. Erica fell into days of quiet grieving, not for her life, but for the identity she had lost. The man she had been, the marriage they had known, the body she had grown up in, all of it felt like it had evaporated overnight. She looked at her reflection constantly, slowly adjusting to a face and frame she didn't recognize. Angela, meanwhile, remained her constant. She helped Erica shop for new clothes, encouraged her to try different styles, playful, bold, expressive. "You're beautiful," Angela said one afternoon, smiling as Erica twirled in a soft burgundy dress. "You've always been." Surprisingly, Erica began to believe it. The dress felt right. Her walk became more confident. Her shoulders, once weighed down with shame and disbelief, loosened. The spark Angela had fallen in love with was returning, just in a different form. One evening, Angela suggested they go out for dinner. "Like old times," she said, and Erica couldn't say no. They strolled under the stars, hand in hand, the breeze teasing the hem of Erica's dress. At the restaurant, laughter flowed freely for the first time in ages. It felt new, but familiar. a rekindling of something once thought lost. Outside, under the dim glow of a street lamp, Erica turned to Angela, tears in her eyes, not of sorrow but gratitude. She kissed her wife, and Angela kissed her back without hesitation. They returned home in quiet understanding. This was no longer a story about saving a life. It was about starting a new one. Eric was gone, but Erica had been born. And love, strangely, had endured.